What it is, what it be? It's smoke. It's in the place to be. Coming at you with another episode of Rich Dreams, the last episode for 2023.
This
Uh,
is.
this is it. So make sure you tune in, get your popcorn ready. I'm gonna take y'all through the ever encompassing topic. Our RLS topic for this week is gonna be a surprise. Y'all tune in, check us out. Sure, it's gonna be a doozy.
Yes, sir.
Green show. Happy holidays.
You are now tuned in to the Rich Dream Show.
I'll be home for the holiday. Looking a what's good, everybody? Welcome to the Rich Dreams Show, the podcast that we just want you to be abreast that whatever it is you put your mind to, you can do it. Um, we want to talk to you and encourage you to be a better individual.
hmm
I like to think of us as a mental health slash slash cultural slash entertainment. You know, we're a wide realm of things in the podcast
Okay.
space. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I
You know,
like
brought
that.
none other than the Now Legacy Network. Make sure you tapping in. Catch us every Friday live streaming on their Facebook page at the Now Legacy. Um, Make sure you follow them on Instagram, TikTok, and you catching the show. We on Twitch now. So you know, wait, that's Twitch. You know, yeah. So make sure you get on Twitch. Make sure you
Right.
streaming. Make sure you're catching us on YouTube as well. Um, G Rich Dreams
Rich
TV.
Dreams TV 7961.
That's what I'm
There we
talking
go.
about right there.
There we
Man,
go.
we appreciate y'all. Hope you having happy holidays out there. Hope you're having a Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, and then everything else I could care less.
Feliz Navidad, you know.
I just, yeah, man, everybody, respective holidays, enjoy.
Mm.
Make sure you're tapping in with the QR codes that'll be popping up during the show. Uh, Rich Dreams Apparel. The reason why we're able to be here today. Um, Make sure you tapping in with the new beanies that we got, which G is representing over there. We got new hoodies abreast as well. I think we might. Do we still have some of the sweatsuits available? Still got sweatsuits?
We do have a few left. We have a few left.
Oh, a few sweatsuits. You can get your rich dreams on sweatsuits, um, and then keep us because before you know it, you know we'll be hitting y'all over here with the next banger. So we appreciate everybody that's been tapping in with us through the holidays. Hopefully you got in for the sale. We had the Black Friday sale, and man, we just been rolling, dude. You
We've
know,
been rolling, man. We've been rolling.
yes, sir.
I think we
Um,
made a lot of progress this second half of the year with the clothing brand for sure. So shout out to everybody that supported us. Well, everybody that supported us in general, but for sure everybody that supported us this last half of the year for sure.
yeah, making major pushes.
hmm
Um, Man, y'all be on the lookout for the next season of Rich Dreams coming at you. Uh, we already, been in works of trying to make the show a little bit more, um, let's see, quality control for y'all. Just making it bigger and better, making sure we're hitting y'all with more interviews and everything likes that thereof. And as always, want to make sure we keep y'all on the real life tip, the real life ish.
hmm
Um, where we going with it today, my
Before we
boy?
get into it, hold on, man. Hold on, man. Goddamn, we ain't even. Goddamn, man. Can we talk? Can we? Shit. How was your Christmas? Merry
Man,
Christmas, nigga. Merry Christmas, niggas. What's up, man? Damn.
man, it seems like you're right, man. We gotta slow down. It seems like we always
Damn. Relax. Pump your brakes.
man. Christmas is good, bro. Real
Yeah.
chill.
Okay.
I was out there in Dallas / Louisiana, back and forward and backward.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
you know, I think a lot of people, especially in my family, we had a mutual agreement of we was just worried about the kids this year.
Yeah,
So got to make sure.
that's all it is. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting to turn 18. I can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait till they
Every
turn
Christmas,
18.
count down the years.
Counting them down.
Yep,
Look,
one
either
more.
either when they turn 18 or once they get a job, it's over.
Mm,
It's over
mm.
with.
Look,
Hmm.
you should be, because you should be buying yourself something nice for Christmas. You're working now. You're working all hard. Whatever you need.
Hmm.
Look, I know
Yep.
you ain't give you nothing with your new checks.
Exactly.
That's tough, man.
Exactly.
You can't get them a
Yeah.
gift card. That's it, man.
A Merry
Uh,
Christmas.
I
Merry
mean,
Christmas.
it be like that. It be like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Man, got to slide down to my bro house. Don't get to see him too often because he stay in South Louisiana. Well, south to me, um, especially when you're coming from Tulsa, A. So got to chill out, play a couple games and everything, eat some gumbo. Anytime you can get
Okay.
down to the booth when you from Louisiana, you want to get you some gumbo.
Yeah.
We I have it in other places, and people claim that they can make it. But it ain't nothing like Louisiana homemade gumbo. I'm sorry to
Like, why
tell you.
would the, I don't understand that. Why would you,
That's, they
that's like
love they.
us saying That's like us saying we can make New York pizza better than people in New York, better than come on, man.
Yeah, you don't never hear nobody claiming nothing like that in the booth,
We
man. We
ain't
still,
finna do it. We're not about to
we still,
do it.
we be like, yeah, come get some of this gumbo, come get some of this jambalaya, come get some of this etouffee. I got a
That too
pot,
fast.
I got the
Crawfish.
on deck. We
Yeah.
stick to our staples, and everybody want to try to take our staples and do. And it's like, I mean, I feel you. That's cool. I understand you want some, you know, but yeah, just to be like, oh yeah, I
Yeah.
make it just like, mm,
Just like, huh?
yeah,
Man,
man.
please.
Calm, calm your
But
nerves. Calm your
yeah,
nerves.
right.
What
Man,
about
so
yourself, man? You good?
I I had a busy week in general. Starting last Monday, had to make a turnaround to Houston.
Mm.
Off day. Yeah, my only off day. Did not like that. But and
What is it
then
off day,
I
huh?
went, yeah, I went when did I go back? I went to Louisiana Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, I
Okay.
went. I probably left here probably about 2:30 ish, 2:40, closer to 3.
Okay.
So had to go down South
Also,
Louisiana as
you
well.
was in the rain.
Yeah, I caught some rain in Louisiana. I caught some rain. It wasn't that bad though. wasn't
Oh, it
heavy.
pretty much rained
Uh,
my whole way coming from Dallas.
yeah, it wasn't heavy when I went down there. But I did run into some. But so I did that, and then the very next day, Christmas Day, I went in. I had Christmas dinner and all that, and chilled with my pops and them,
Oh no.
which was cool. It's always cool to see them. I don't really get to see them, that often with them staying down there.
Right.
So yeah, and then I brought it on back. I got the I
Did the
brought my niece and nephews back with me on the way
okay.
back coming through Natchitoches. So they in there right now, tearing shit up. But yeah,
Couldn't wait
yeah,
for that, huh?
man. But yeah,
That's
man. So it was a cool Christmas though,
okay. Now,
as cool as it could be.
did the Christmas dinner differ from Thanksgiving? Because I hear that a lot of people say they get tired because you eat the same thing basically.
Um, Thanksgiving. What did I eat for that? No, well, what did we have for Thanksgiving? I think So my girl did she did chicken
Okay.
and homemade mac and cheese, sweet
Yeah.
potatoes, and something else. But we had
That's a little different. Chicken instead of turkey or ham.
my dad's brother-in-law, he did he fried a turkey. He deep fried a
Oh,
turkey. So they had
oh,
turkey, mac and cheese, um, uh, dirty rice, I think
yeah.
like string beans, and then they had like rotel. So it was cool. Cool.
Somewhat variation. Somewhat variation.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah. It was cool. It was
fried
cool.
turkey be bomb. Now that I done had it fried, I damn near don't want it no other way.
Oh boy,
Like,
I don't want to go back to the oven. I can't go back to the
mm,
oven.
come
Nah,
on now.
man. That fried turkey
Give me,
hit, bro.
give me the
Fried
juice.
turkey hit, man.
Right.
Nah, for
Um,
real. Nah, for
shout out
real.
to America, boy. We fry something up in a minute.
Man.
Uh,
This boys out here frying ribs, man.
nah, forget that. You know, stay fair. Oreos, ice cream, don't play.
Every Oh man. Shit crazy.
Uh, but that's what's up, man. It's good. You know, anytime we get to kind of slow down and fellowship with family and friends, bro, that's really what you
Hmm.
want to do as much as you can.
Yeah.
Really, not just on the holidays, but fortunately, the holidays is when most people had the off time and everything where they can actually do it. So, but
Right.
yeah, now we about to head into this new year, new seasons, um, and unfortunately, as much as we want to leave this topic in 2023, I'm sure we'll hear more about it in 2024. Um,
And beyond.
and beyond. But we getting specific today,
Okay.
especially since this is a niche that we would be most familiar with.
Right.
Um, all right, let's for the topic for today: black relationships.
Hmm.
Interesting, interesting. Um, I say one could say that on many different levels, the black relationship can be different from any other that you experience.
Right. Let
I
me
think,
ask you something before. Let me ask you something before you go.
yeah, yeah.
Because I think I can remember us kind of having a conversation. This is not, I guess, not specifically black relationship, but it has something to do with black folks in general. You know, it's it's relationships as far as marriage, girlfriend, boyfriend, friends, family. It's, it's all combined.
Mhm.
Um, would you say?
Hold on, bro. I just lost you. That quick. That quick. Um, YG gets back, and I think he was actually about to go in the direction that I was in as well, man. With it
You back in?
is not just the boyfriend girlfriend type of deal, um, but in every facet, I feel like black relationships kind of different. Even with just friendship, you back on. I feel like even with just like friendship,
Okay.
we have a different kind of level that we take things than other ones. Um, like I don't know, man. It's like I feel like with black friendships, like the family is involved. Like most of the time, you have a friend. Like even growing up, like somehow yo you don't just be running around with too many friends that your mom or your parents don't know. Like, and I don't know if that's the same in other cultures, but it seems like
Yeah.
you way more kind of personal and involved with your friendships in a black relationship, if that makes sense. Because I've been involved with like white people. I got some white friends, and sometimes I hang out with them 3, 4, 5 times, never meet their parents or nothing like that. We just hanging out.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but it's like I don't know. It just seems like there's more involvement in a black relationship in a friendship aspect. I feel like
Okay.
what
Well,
what was you kind of
the
with
thing,
it though?
what the angle that I was gonna take on it is, and I'll get to right now. I'll stay the lane of boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, relationships.
Okay.
Um, we just, if you just sit back and look at, you just sit back and look at it in its entirety as far as black relationships, from that aspect. It's kind of like, bro, I don't know, like I follow some, you know, other cultures or other ethnicities, on social and all of this, but it's like I don't know. It's like we're so against each other, bro. We're so against each other. Um, so it's just like it's kind of sickening, bro. Like,
Right.
and it's like I don't know if we'll ever be able to. I don't know, man. It's just like we're so against each other. It seems like we'll never be able to come together, and so it's kind of like if you see somebody, uh, if you see somebody that's in a relationship, we get so um, we get so excited, or we like, yeah, man, like that's black excellence, blah blah blah, whatever. It's because we don't see it a lot. You don't hear. I don't think
Yeah.
white people say, or we hear white people saying, "Oh, that's white excellence." We look up to that couple because it's a lot of
Now
couples, a lot of marriages.
they might not frame it as that, but I do think they compare lifestyles and things like that. I've kind of seen that myself. You know they keep it up with the Joneses type of things. Um,
That's different though. But I'm talking about just not keeping up with the Joneses. But I'm talking about seeing a couple and being like, um, they're like kind of like putting them as they're the standard, or
goals type of
yeah,
thing.
goals, or stuff like that. But it's kind of like I think we do that, like we see Jay Z and Beyonce, or which that's not a bad thing. I wouldn't say that, but I think if we had more couples, more marriages that actually lasted, not somebody that
Mhm.
want to get married just to get married and just to have a wedding, but marriages that actually lasted, I don't think that we will look at these famous people and be like, "Oh, their relationship is gold."
Right.
Your mom and your dad should be married. That should
Yeah.
be that's the one you should be looking at right at home as goals. You know what I'm saying? But I think we so messed up, and our men and our women are so against each other. You
Mhm.
always hear all these ends ain't shit, or these women ain't. It's like we'll never. I don't think we'll ever be able to come together, bro, because we're so against each other already.
Yeah.
Um, so it's sickening, man, and it's just like I don't know, like where I don't think it will get better, bro.
Yeah.
Basically, in my opinion, I don't think it'll get better.
That's an interesting dynamic that you point out. Um, and the thing is, that's kind of the only time we really do see it is in what we call the power couples, the super
Mhm.
successful people that tend to be together, and of course that's what everybody would want for themselves, is to be in high esteem. But where we get lost is we don't want to be on the build up end of that, where um, you know and make the sacrifices that sometimes those couples, um, I can't really think of any off of the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a lot like behind the scenes with like Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube. They have marriages that have been long standing, where their wives haven't been, in the spotlight. But I'm sure
Right,
there's a lot of sacrifice there to make something like that work, where you got your significant other in the limelight and doing all these things, and that's not necessarily your avenue, but you've been a part of that success because you've been there with them, shouldering the load. um,
right.
think we get so caught up on the end result that once we meet each other, we're not willing to, okay, where is this person at? Where am I at? What can I do to uplift this person? It's more so of, oh, you're not in this certain place or this, you don't meet this certain criteria. Yeah, that's beneath me type of thing. Um,
Right,
so it goes there. And then I think also there's a jealousy aspect that we all have for each other's side for some reason, whether it be men and I'm seeing it more and more, and I can't even argue. Ladies saying that we want to be more feminine because we just don't want to. It seems like men just don't. Oh man, y'all don't. Y'all just want a free ride. Don't know. We don't want to pay no bills. It's like, well, I mean, a lot of the women is complaining about dudes coming in with no job and they paying all the bills. So it's like, is that what you looking for? You looking to be a put up dude? And then on the same end as women too, of course we had a typical um, I want a baller, or um, you might have a guy that works hard but he don't make the most money type of thing, um, and that's an issue. Or he does work hard, make a lot of money, but now we're upset because he don't spend the time like he's supposed to. Um, it's
right.
this, and then it's like I said, it's a lot of the roles I feel like that women kind of want to portray, um, where everyone has exactly uh, equal say in everything, but everyone's not putting in the equal work. So we don't want to cook or clean or have those domesticated roles, but we also don't want to work and put in our income towards, like, at the end of the day, we don't want to reach the middle ground, and I think that's where we're
That's
having
that's.
most.
I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that's the biggest problem, man. I think you know everybody comes to a relationship with a, I guess you could say, a list of things that they would want, um, and they have that, and then they have, you have your non-negotiables, but it's like, to be honest, all of that is really BS because it's kind of like, okay, at the end of the day, even if even if this woman fits everything that you're looking for, or that man fits everything that you're looking for, that's still gonna have to be compromised.
Hmm.
You're still gonna have to compromise at the end of the day, to a degree.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, and as far as like the women saying this and the men saying that, um, man, I don't see, not in my life, I don't see many men out here uh, looking at women and being like, oh, if a woman can do that, then I'll do that. It's the women that's saying, oh, if you cheat, or if you can go do this, and you can go smash all these women, I can go smash all these niggas. I think that's a big problem, bro. You can't. How can we? Are we the same as men and women? Are we the same? Do we have the same makeup? That's a question for you.
Biologically, no.
Exactly. So, and even to the point where, and we know it's a double standard with certain stuff on both sides. It's double standards on both sides. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So for a woman to be like, oh, well, if men, ain't nothing wrong with men going out here and sleeping with all these women. Why get called a hoe for going to sleep with all these men? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, we know that's how it is. We know how that's what that is.
Yeah.
You know. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. We always at odds about something as black
Yeah.
men and black women
I mean, that's
on the relationship too.
women hate to hear it say it, but it's just like, what's the old little proverb that everybody says? A key that unlock many locks is a master key, but a lock that gets unlocked by every key is just a bad lock. as might be not the best metaphor, but it's kind of holds true.
What
Um,
are you saying when you say that? For it to be clear to the people.
I mean, to break it down, it's like when you have something, I guess that's protected, that's valued more. Um, you want to hold on to it more so than I guess something that has. I hate to say lesser value because we don't want to deem men as just like lesser beings, but to a certain sense, we don't have hold the same cachet as a woman because when you think about it, women do hold somewhat of a higher purpose because they create life. Um,
I disagree. I disagree. We give them. If it weren't for men, who built that? Who made that couch that you sitting on? Who made that
I
couch that you sitting on?
I cannot say probably
Oh, you think? Do you think it was a woman that made it?
possibly it definitely could
No,
have been.
sir. No, sir. Who made that house?
Honestly, it could have been a machine.
Who made that apartment building that you're living in?
I have to see. I like you. How can
Oh,
you
that's
know?
it.
How
You
can you
know,
tell me that?
women are not in construction like that. Who made that car that you drive?
You gotta show
Come
me for
on,
real.
man.
Like,
Come on, bro. Don't do that. We know bro.
so you
We
willing to tell
know
me right now that there's no women in construction?
how. What do you think the percentage of women to men are in construction, bro?
I'm sure it's lower, but at the end of the day,
Way lower.
when you ask
Way
that
lower.
question,
And think about this though. And if we go back in the day, women weren't working in construction at all. They were nurse, they were, teachers, stuff like that. Not to say that that don't hold value, but bro,
mhm,
if it weren't for and this is not a man versus woman thing. Don't get it twisted. Like this is not that. To me, this is just fact. You can look this up and see that if there are more, they historically there have been more women. I mean, more men than women in construction. Like that's assembly line work. It's been more men. You can look that up and see that. It's not an I don't know. We know women not working in. We know women not working in the car industry as far as the factories like men are. We know they're not building apartment buildings. I ain't never seen a woman out there on the construction site. Have you? Have you?
I have
Have
not,
you
but
ever
that's a
passed
small
by?
sample size. That's
Bro,
a
how
very
many
small.
construction? How many? But you have passed by a lot of construction sites in your lifetime, right?
In my day, yeah,
Have you ever seen a woman out there hunting?
not in real life on the TV.
I ain't never even seen one on the TV, let alone real life. So let's be honest, bro. Like we are here to make sure the women are able to survive, do what they need to do, the home front. Now women do serve a purpose. They're the nurturers, they're the teachers, all of that those type of things. But I would disagree. Like I said, I would disagree that they hold more value just because they give life. Um, we give them the baby. It's not through immaculate conception.
Right.
It's like they're basically the oven. We give them, you know what I'm saying? We give them the baby. They do their thing or whatever and whatever. So I mean, not to say like I said, I don't want anybody to get it misconstrued like I'm saying women don't serve a high purpose.
Yeah,
And,
I'm just saying,
you
like, if
know,
you look at it on a percentage basis, you can't say that it's 50-50 in that process. Like,
what do you mean?
in the process of creating a child,
Yeah.
you think it's equal what is done?
Well, it's we have our part to play. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
I'm not
It's a
saying
very
yeah,
important part.
they have to have the baby, no doubt, no doubt. And you know, we get to just sit there and watch them have the baby.
Yeah,
But if we just talking about the pregnancy process, okay, you got me. But if you're saying in general, I disagree. I disagree.
but this was all going back to say about why women should hold more value to their bodies. Um,
There you go.
and really, it's just because again, what y'all have kind of holds a little bit more weight. I mean, not just okay. It's a little bit harder for you to be protected if you out here trying to be with multiple partners because consent can get a little bit more difficult the more you open yourself up to different men. So that's a safety issue. Women
Yeah.
are more susceptible to catch STIs and STDs and stuff like that. That's just a
Okay.
fact as well.
Right.
Uh, and then when we do talk about pregnancy, again, that's more prompt for you to be stuck with that. And the dude really, he get to make that decision either way, whether he gonna be there or he gonna
Yeah.
skate. So I mean, it's a good amount of reasons why a woman shouldn't want to play that game. And the whole, and not saying that women shouldn't be sexually liberated. Hey, it is your body, it is your choice. But I just don't feel like you should be like on some, oh yeah, I'm gonna be just like a dude out here just catching bodies, you know.
That's
For
what I'm saying.
yeah, and even some
That's what
some some dudes could use a little bit less of that themselves because I'm sure it's a lot of dudes that would say, yeah, I probably wilded a little too much and got myself in some situations I shouldn't have been in from being in that
no doubt.
same mindset.
No doubt. But I believe that just wanting to be with different women, whether you're acting on it or not, that's in a man's nature, bro.
Yeah,
That's
for
in our
sure.
that's in our nature. That's something, you know, and like I say, for women to adopt that attitude, that's not even in y'all makeup.
Yeah,
That's y'all moving off of how we move.
yeah,
Move how women move. Move how women move. You know, uh, we can have sex with a woman and never talk to him again. We can have sex with a woman that we don't even like. We just want some ass that night.
yeah,
Most women can't do that. I'm not
yeah.
saying all women can't do that because there's
Yeah,
some.
I'm sure there's some, but
Most women
I just have
cannot do
a
that.
feeling. I have a feeling it's a little bit more difficult. Like women, like sometimes don't want to just talk to a dude if things ain't set up a certain type of way, or if they don't
Gotta be
like.
some type of feeling there. Feeling
Yeah,
there. We
yeah,
don't care nothing about no goddamn feelings.
right.
What we want some? We don't care nothing about that. We don't care. I'm just keeping it 100, bro. Like we don't care about any of that. So
Yeah,
that's why I say for women to be out here moving like men, I think that's a big problem within our relationship, man, for sure.
yeah.
Um, I don't
I
see a
think
lot of men reacting to what women do and say, "Well, I'm gonna start doing how them women do." I just don't see that. And not to say that it don't
I
happen.
think where some dudes could benefit from that is being on some. You know what? I am gonna start moving like this chick move and get my stuff together and create my business. When we mostly, and the numbers suggest this, black women be on their grind way more than dudes.
We make more
Like
money than average. Men make more women. Men make more money than women on average, though.
that's the pay scale just because of the patriarchy of how it's set
Hey,
up. But
listen, I ain't listen. I don't make the pay scale, but
yeah,
you know what
but
a big
but
you know what
they
a
are
big
more gainfully employed.
huh?
We make more money, but they more gainfully employed.
You mean they have more jobs
They have
or
more
we
jobs. They have
okay?
more jobs.
But you know what? You know why? You know why? I know one reason for sure why they don't make more money than men because we willing to do them plumbing jobs, them construction jobs. I'm telling you about them
Mhm.
assembly line jobs.
Well, see, that's the thing
The
though.
infrastructure.
It could be the same job, and they still not gonna make as much.
Okay, but I'm just saying, but women aren't in those fields by and large, by a
Yeah,
large. They're not. They're just not in
that,
those
that's what I'm
fields.
saying. But that's not why they're not making as much money. That's just the way the patriarchy is set up.
Yeah, I mean,
Because you can't tell me a lady that's a plumber if she doing the same exact work at the same exact rate, there's nothing physical about being a damn plumber that a woman can't do the same
I
job or a better.
understand that, but women don't
That's what I'm
want to
saying.
do those
So,
jobs. They don't want to
but
do
at the
those
same
jobs.
she probably still not gonna get paid as much as a dude.
I can't
So
say that. I don't know. I can't say that. That's something I can't speak on. Now I know there are jobs that women and men work that women get paid less. I do know that
yeah,
especially in corporate, mainly in
yeah,
corporate, right?
for
So
sure.
I do get that part. But man, if you're your own business, and let's say a woman has a plumbing business,
Hmm.
you have your own business, you can set your own prices. As long as the work is good, they can't say, oh, because you're a woman, I ain't gonna pay you as much as I pay this man. If your work is good, people gonna
Yeah,
pay you. And you have your own business because you're allowed to set your own prices. Simple
thanks.
as that, But
I think that's why we seeing much more of a rise though in the black woman entrepreneur though.
and that's I think that's a good thing, man. I think it's a great thing because I never I'm not one of those guys that believe that women should just be pregnant and cooking and only taking care of kids. I don't
Yeah,
believe that's a woman's only purpose. Um, you can have many different things that you have a passion for, or could be your purpose, and it could depend on the timing of whatever you have going on in your life. So no,
right.
I believe I like the fact that women are getting into entrepreneurship more, and I man I agree with anybody following their dreams. It don't matter the sex. So I think that's a great thing. I think that's a great thing.
Would you say that if women were on a more equal pay scale, if
Mhm.
women were more on an equal pay scale with men, would that help or hurt the black relationship
Um, Probably hurt. Yep,
as it stands right now?
I think it'll hurt. I think
Do
it'll
you
hurt.
think that's some of the issue that we already facing?
What's that? Women having more money than their men or something like that.
Or just women being more to be able to be more independent in general?
I think, and let me explain why I think it'll hurt. It's not me. It's not me saying I don't think women should be getting paid. It's more so. I believe a lot of women don't know how to handle maybe being the breadwinner in a relationship.
Sure.
I don't believe many women can handle that.
Yeah.
Especially if their dude, I think I've said this before, especially if their dude is not leveling up, progressing at a similar rate that they are. I don't believe that relationship lasts. It's in a woman's nature to want to complain and nitpick. So that would be a big problem, for and you know, and that would probably make her feel like, well, fuck, I need you for, nigga, and I'm probably paying just as many bills or more, or I'm for sure making more money than you. So it's.
Yeah. I mean,
What do you think though?
I kind of agree because we live in America and the dollar is king above everything. We attribute who makes the most to leadership. So, of course, with certain decisions to be made in the household, it's going to a lot of times most people would say it's going to come down to who bring home the bacon.
Look,
So,
you gotta pay the cost to be the boss, man.
yeah, yeah. So, um, what I feel like could be happening in a lot of instances is it's it can be a emasculating factor when you feel like you don't have a say in what's going on when that's supposed to be your role per se.
Especially as
Um,
a man. Yep.
yeah, and what it just really needs to be about, honestly, it needs to be about just who has like more experience on whatever y'all have going on in the situation, and honestly talking it out and having a conversation and not being a dictatorship on either side. But I do believe that as a man, there needs to be a, how can I say it? There needs to be a patronage. There needs to be a, okay. As a man, as a leader, you
You
are
have to have a leader.
yeah, you are
You have to have a leader. It's
yeah,
captains in sports, it's coaches. You have to have a leader. And I think what makes a good leader, in my opinion, is knowing and identifying when you need to defer to your woman and being like, okay,
yeah,
she got the she got it this time. We gonna go. We don't. But you're still making the decision as the leader of the house.
yeah,
But we going with what she's saying this time.
right,
That's okay. That's okay. You're not gonna always motherfucker be thinking just because you the man of the house that
right.
everything you say is supposed to be right.
Yeah,
No,
you can't listen. Yeah,
no, no, man. I think a quality of a good leader is to be able to listen and know that you're not always gonna be right. It's to make the goal of it is to be able to make the best decision for the family, not
right,
your decision. The
right.
best decision. Yeah,
Fact. And see, that's the thing, man. That's how it has to turn around. If it is to turn around, it's got to
yeah,
be mutual coming to terms on each side, man. Like we
right.
all have things that we need to fix, both sides.
Yeah.
Let that be let that be the biggest clip of all the clips. Both sides, we got shit we need to fix.
Nah, the women they gotta fix their shit, man. Nah, they, look, they gotta get their shit together, man. That's facts
Yeah,
though.
if y'all want the
That,
prize,
that's facts. Yeah. Gee, nah, but that's facts though because uh, nigga ain't gonna sit up here and be like, it ain't as many sorry niggas as it is women on whole shit or whatever, whatever negative
yeah,
connotation you could think of to describe a woman.
no,
It's just as
that's
many
a fact.
sorry niggas. It's just as many sorry niggas as it is that of women. So,
And just on that same token, it's a lot of professional or dudes with money or on both sides of women, and just because you've established yourself doesn't mean you're a good person either.
it
So
don't.
I think that's a lot of times where we still make bad decisions. We think, oh yeah, just because this person is on a certain level or whatever, oh yeah, that's the one for me. When hey, it might have actually been another person
Right.
that you took
A
over.
person, yeah, a person maybe that don't make quite as much money as the guy that you want, but
Hmm.
this could be the guy that you need, bro. This could be your guy, but he just don't make the money. I asked some of my homegirls, I've asked some of my homegirls over the years questions like, if you had a guy that was everything you wanted in a guy, as far as personality, your non-negotiables, as far as how he treats you, of course, love, shit like that.
Right,
No baby mamas or whatever, if that's on your list or whatever. Had everything that you want. We're looking for in a man, but he's gonna make 650 to 60K the rest of his life, or equivalent to, as
right,
far as the times and inflation and all of that, 50, 60K. A little like an average, little above average money in this country.
mhm,
Would you would you still take that guy? A
right,
lot of them. A lot of them say nah.
yeah,
A lot of them say no.
yeah,
Cause you gotta have, man. You gotta. That ain't no. If you
yeah,
if you have a guy that makes that much money and you put yours with it, your household is. Let's say a woman makes around that much. Your
hmm,
household is over 6 figures right there. You
yeah.
mean to tell me it can't? We can't be that shallow, bro. We can't be that shallow.
It's it,
So,
it's difficult. America makes us feel like we do need to be that way. Um,
yeah, yeah,
but if your goal is to be, if that's your legitimate goal, to be in a healthy relationship, you have to look past that. Um,
You do. Now it'd be nice if you could find a guy that have all of that and money. That'd be nice for sure.
hey,
But
hey,
my thing, like I said, my question is, what if he just don't? He's never gonna make nothing but maybe a little above average money the rest of his life.
yeah,
Would you still take him?
yeah,
A lot of them say nah.
and that's when you got to look more deeper into the person. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, you know, okay, what are the other qualities? What are they using the money for? Because you can not make a lot of money, but if you're making proper decisions, it can stretch in various ways.
Yep.
I mean,
If he's a fiscally responsible guy,
yeah,
and he know how to budget, he know how to manage his money. He's not a big guy that splurge a lot.
right,
Uh, and this guy can make average to a little above average money and be living good. He
yeah.
could be living good.
You talking about supporting the household? I mean, if he's
Why
one
would
of
you
those,
want that guy as your leader? Why would
right?
you want somebody like that as your leader?
Yeah, yeah. And on that same token, if you're one of those guys, it's like, oh, what do you bring to the table besides kitty cat? Make sure you got a table, my man. Make sure you got a table. If you expecting somebody to have something to add to, you can't be coming to it with less than. Um, I feel like a lot of guys be like, "What you bring to the table?" You probably. I mean, a lot of you just ain't right. I ain't gonna get into numbers and all that stuff, but make sure you on a certain platform if you require more than average, because if you own that type of time and you wanting more than just a traditional person of, okay, she just trying to be a wife and do womanly duties at home, then you gonna have to be in a competitive standpoint to be with that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You gotta be able to bring in you gotta be able to bring in enough money to be able to take care of a woman like that.
yeah, because if you want somebody with something to bring to the table, they coming in on fleet. Hair done, nails done, everything did.
I don't think you should even go for that type of woman, to be honest. I don't. Whatever. Don't matter how much money you're making, because those women only want to be taken care of. They worrying about self.
Right.
Those type of women are worried about self. Um, but sometimes as men, that's what we want, man. That's what we want.
Whew, it's tough out here, man.
For real.
Like you say, man, it may not ever get.
I don't think it's no hope though, bro. To be honest, I just don't think it's no hope, man. We just in general as black people, we too much against each other. We're our own worst enemy as black people. We're our own worst enemy. But then we cry victim when somebody else from another race do something to us. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
I mean, anything that is in this country, you can kind of trace it back to the way we started. Um,
What do you mean
with
by
with
that?
I mean, anything that goes on with black people, you can somehow, shape, or form, you can trace it back. I feel to racism in some way. Um,
Then we'll forever be victims. That's why I say it won't change. We'll forever
yeah,
be victims. We'll forever
right,
be victims, and it'll just get worse. It's not
yeah,
gonna get just gonna get worse and worse, and that's sad. It's sad. It's
yeah,
sad. I'm not in no fashion. I'm saying we should just get over what happened. That
yeah,
happened. We can't. That's a part of our history for sure. But we have to. At some point, we got to get over the victim mindset. We
yeah,
got to get over it, and we
and
got to
take it.
fix ourselves within the race. Fix ourselves within the race. Stop worrying about um if there's also white on white, or Hispanic on
Well, it ain't
Hispanic.
no if.
Oh, I'm just no. I'm saying don't even worry about that. Worry about
Yeah,
our black people. Worry about
yeah,
our people. because they ain't worried about us like that. They
That's a
not
fact.
worried about us like that. Exactly. So why if somebody say something about black on black crime, we'll get defensive. And I've been there before too in the past,
Yeah,
but I've learned different. But we'll get defensive about it. Well, there's also what? So what?
right.
So what? Let's fix
We can't
us.
police them. We got to police ourselves.
Thank you. Let's fix us, man.
That's word. That's word. Ugh, you know, I think. I think with more conversations, man. I think that's what it needs to be. It needs to be more conversations, more listening,
And
less
action.
less less arguing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and definitely implementation after the conversation.
Come up with
Uh,
solutions. Let's come up
yeah.
with solutions.
Um,
You can't forever blame the white man, bro. We can't forever do that. We're never gonna get anywhere.
yeah, and I think as well, a lot of people in the black community is starting to identify what type of relationship that they want to be in and open to as well. Um, a lot of people do non-traditional relationships nowadays, but that's again just all goes back to communication. Goes back to honesty, and those are really the two key concepts in any relationship:
Right.
communication, honesty. So I think that's going to be the number one things if it's going to shake back. Be communicative, be over communicative. Ask your partner, talk to your partner, tell your partner how you feeling, and be honest. Let your
Right.
partner know, hey, I used to be cool with this, but it honestly just changed. Like just now. For some reason I didn't like the behavior that I maybe used to accept, but I don't really want to accept it no more.
Right.
And have them tough conversations instead of just holding stuff in and then getting your lick back behind somebody's
Who do
back.
who does things like that? Who
All
do
right.
things,
All
who
right.
do
I
things
think
like
that
that?
means I think it means time to switch subjects now.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's keep going. Let's keep this a good one. Let's keep going.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah,
Ooh-wee.
we're gonna leave that with us at. We're gonna leave that at. What the black business shout out is, man. What we got today, man? What we got?
Uh, Black business shout out for today. Where did my card go?
He lost a card on that one.
Hey man, uh, we are looking at comforting sensations.
Okay.
Shout out my girl Charlotte Jones, man. Right out of Natchitoches, Louisiana, the hometown squad. If
Shout
you
out.
follow her, that's a little unclear. Let's see if I can get this straightened up. Okay, just for a hot second and straightened up. But yeah,
You
man,
know that's
follow
nice.
or if you add her on Facebook, I was looking at the business page and it looked a little compromised, so I ain't want to send people there. Uh,
Little compromise.
yeah, yeah, I'll tell you about it. But
Okay. All right.
yeah, Comfort and Sensations, man. She got the candles and scents. Um, I've ordered a few from her. She hand makes everything. So the candle was
Okay.
in a unique like mason jar type of thing. Uh,
Fresh.
she made the wick and all that. It was fire. It was
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
So get at my girl Charlotte Jones, man. If you want you some nice candles, that's a black business shout out via Rich Dreams, and let her know your boy Smoke said blow over there. You know,
Okay.
yeah,
Shout out.
yeah. Throw me a little catchphrase up in there, man.
Come
Oh
on,
man, matter of fact,
man.
let me give y'all I had the number on the back, business contact number, 985 Can you
Okay.
read backwards? If you can't,
Nope.
985 600 6465.
Okay.
Maybe
Shout
that's
out.
a, I don't know.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Camera work, man. It's dark work, that sorcery, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. But yeah, one time for the black business shout out. And
Shout out.
then as we move right along, man, one time it's getting close, man. The NFL playoffs is getting upon us.
Oh yeah, we got a couple more weeks, man.
Yeah, man.
We actually
This
got the start of the college playoffs this week, right? This Monday.
Ooh, yeah, we
Monday.
do.
This
Had a
Monday.
few had a few bowl games go over this weekend. Um,
Yeah, I ain't catch any. No, I
These
ain't
ain't
catch
these
any
ain't none of
college.
these ain't none of the bigger ones. The Quick Lane
Right.
Bowl, Minnesota gets Bowling Green out of there, um, and
Okay.
then Texas State beats Rice in the First Responder
Ooh,
Bowl. Shout out to the first
first,
responders.
first responder.
And then Kansas is beating UNLV right now in the
Putting the
guaranteed
whoop
rate.
on.
Hmm?
The guaranteed what?
The guaranteed rate bowl. I don't know what credit union is sponsoring that bowl, but God bless them.
I guarantee it. I tell you that
Uh,
though.
Texas Tech beats California in the
Okay.
Radiance Technology Independence Bowl.
Okay.
Say
Okay.
that 5 times. Yes.
Man,
Uh,
change. Change.
UCLA beats Boise State in the Starco Brands LA Bowl.
Okay.
Ohio beats GA Southern Myrtle Beach Bowl. Okay. And then Florida A&M. Oh man, they beat the HBCU. Man, they beat Howard. The Cricket
Okay.
Celebration Bowl. Cricket
Celebration.
Celebration.
Okay.
Why they celebrating
No.
cricket football, man?
Got nothing. I don't know, man. I got nothing on that one.
And
Got
then,
nothing.
oh man, the Raging Cajuns lost to the Jayville State. I don't know where Jayville is. And that's the R plus L Carriers New Orleans Bowl.
Okay.
Never heard of that one. And then
Never. Never. Never.
Appalachian State and Miami. Appalachian State beats Miami 13-9. That was interesting.
Born burner.
Man, avocados
Shootout.
from Mexico Cure Bowl.
A shootout.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the avocados.
Uh-uh.
Um,
Uh-uh.
and then Western Kentucky beats Old Dominion 38-35.
Okay.
The famous Toastery Bowl.
Sound like some Pop Tarts or something, man. Make me want Pop Tarts.
Oh, South Florida 45-0 Syracuse. Man. But yeah, man. So I think around New Year's, that's when we actually get the college football playoff, though, right?
Right, right, right.
Okay. So we'll be looking for that to go
Look
down.
forward to it. We'll tap in with it next week.
Yeah, buddy.
What we got
Um,
with the NFL this week, though, man? We had a couple of good ones this past week. You know,
man, you got that look in your eye, man. But yeah, man, a lot of NFL playoff seeding games this weekend. Um,
first of all, let me say something before we get too deep into it. I know I always do that, but I'm sorry. Uh,
nah,
put me on the
man,
big. Put me on the big one. Put the big one up.
cue him up, man.
Okay. All right. Yes, he pop.
Oh,
Anyways, Saints, I'm done with you sorry bitches this year. I'm done with y'all.
damn.
You niggas ain't gonna keep running my motherfucking blood pressure up every fucking Sunday. I want. I told y'all the other week, if we don't make the playoffs this year, like I believe we won't,
Mm,
I need Dennis Allen, Pete Carmichael, I need him gone, trade Kamara, trade Marshawn,
mm.
uh, who else you
Hot take.
can't trade? You can go flick Mike out of there too, because he ain't did shit this year. But get some draft picks back from Marshawn and Kamara, and let's just tank next year, man. Let's
Mm,
tank next year, and hopefully we can get a top pick so that we can get Shador.
mm. Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, man. I got the plan for y'all. Since y'all want to be garbage, let's be garbage. Let's be hot garbage. Since
Stop
y'all
out
want
the
to be,
middle of the
since y'all
romance.
want to be, since y'all want to be cheeks, let's be, let's be cheeks.
Be stripper cheeks,
Let's
huh?
come on, man. Let's be big cheeks. Not don't play with it. Let's be Carolina Panther cheeks, so that we can get a high draft pick. Why would? Come on, man.
Know that we at the Rich Dream Show do
You
believe that
take
little.
me out. You take me out. Sick of this, man. Sick of it. Damn.
Nah, I hear you, brother. And on that note, yeah,
Oh,
of course, we did do some losing this week. Uh,
that's a big
really
surprise.
made it a better effort than it really was the whole game. But we lose 22-30 to the Los Angeles Rams. But really, it wasn't a game from the get
It
go.
really wasn't that close.
We scored 15 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Garbage time. Yeah, I'm on a similar train with G. We need a whole reform. Um,
Let's just
yeah,
rebuild.
sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired.
And we ain't missed the playoffs number what the last 2 years. But this
Yeah,
I can't stand it. But what the last 3 years?
and that's not
It's
the
three.
problem. It's
It's three
the
this
it's the way. It's the way that we not utilizing talent. It's the way that we have zero creativity on offense. It's the
year.
way. Yeah, it's just yeah.
It's the roster we have, bro. We should have won this division
Top.
easily.
I'm definitely looking at the top down
We
on
should have
this.
won. We should have won the division easily with the roster that we have.
Man,
But
especially this year. Like
here we are.
psst, fighting for our lives.
No, we
Any
good.
anyway,
Hmm.
um, let me
Who else we
let
got?
me yeah. Let's
Do we
not
have
let's
any?
not
Let's do the notables. Let's do the notables.
yeah.
Who we got for
Um,
notables?
so Miami clinches. Um,
Okay.
and they
What when you say they clinched?
yeah yeah.
Who they play to clinch?
Miami clinches with a 22-20 victory over the Dallas Cowboys. Uh,
Bro, I told people, bro. I say, listen, bro.
yeah yeah.
Y'all can't win on the road.
Mm,
They got a problem, bro. They got a problem. They got a
that's
problem on the road.
And it's not even a weather thing. Like Miami ain't even a bad weather place to play. Like
But it don't even. Yeah, it seems it really don't matter about weather. It's them just being on the. They do not play the same outside of AT&T Stadium.
you ain't lying. You ain't
They're
lying.
good as hell at AT&T Stadium, but once they step
Bro.
foot outside,
And I tried the cover deck. I got Dak on my fantasy. And it's literally night and day. I'm just like, what the
night and day,
hell?
bro. Night and day.
Um, so yeah.
I ain't gonna do them too bad. I ain't gonna do them too bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was a close game. They definitely had a lot of opportunities to win it, and they penalized themselves where they didn't need to. It's just yeah.
But to be honest, that game really wasn't. Miami had control most of the game.
Okay, yeah.
They had control most of the game. I'll just
Yeah.
say that.
I got you. Um, what's some other notables we got this week?
San
Uh,
Fran and the Ravens, man. My motherfucking Super
mm,
Bowl pick. Didn't I
yeah,
tell niggas, man?
and they sure came through.
I told
They
them.
came through. Um,
Listen, man, this dude, all he needed was receivers, bro.
yeah,
That's all he needed. Give him a couple receivers, bro.
man, and
They
I feel like
lucky, they lucky homie got hurt early in first game. Niggas lucky that happened. The running back,
mm,
Dobbins or something like that.
okay.
I think he tore his ACL the first game.
Oh wow.
They lucky that happened because it'd be they would have a much better run game. You know what I'm saying? They'd have a much better run game if he was in there.
I mean, it's a crazy thing, man, because Lamar, he accounted for most of the rushing yards.
Yeah,
Like, and it wasn't like some of them hard rushing, like, oh man, he getting hit too much. And no, it was like, oh, okay, y'all just can't really catch me. I'm gonna just sprint down here,
yeah.
get out of bounds. You know, getting out of bounds when you need to.
Getting
Like,
down, not
man.
taking hard. He has got so good at that over the last few years, bro.
Mhm.
He is not gonna let you get a good lick on him.
And
He not
even
gonna let you get a good lick on him.
and he giving a big fuck you to the he's a running back people because he's sitting in that pocket real good, extending plays, but still staying in the like he a
He get
problem,
out
bro.
when he need to. Yeah, he get out when he need to, but he looking to throw the ball.
Yeah,
And
he a
I think
problem.
that makes him more dangerous than him just taking off running whenever,
Yeah.
shit kind of get little haywire. Getting out the pocket and getting on the outside to throw it makes him way more dangerous than when he's trying to run.
Oh yeah.
Way
They
more.
got the long they got the longest like from snap to throw in the league. It's like 8 seconds or something. It's crazy.
He
Um,
playing out of his mind right. He
yeah.
he playing a very good ball right now. Yep.
And on the other end, that defense is no slouch, bro. They linebacker core, they linebacker core looking elite. I mean,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you talk about people that got offensive weapons,
bro.
McCaffrey also MVP candidate. Purdy, who before this game had he thrown any interceptions?
Yeah, he throwing picks.
Like,
Not
but
four,
definitely not four in the game.
not four.
You know?
He had
Yeah,
bro had three at the half, I believe.
and I ain't gonna lie and say everyone was his fault. He had some unfortunate occurrences, but they had him
I'll
looking
say
like
at least two
been for
probably was his fault. I say two was his fault.
yeah,
I think I think one hit off Kittle chest. Uh,
right.
and
And
I
one,
think
yeah,
one got tipped. Yeah. One got tipped. Yeah.
yeah,
So
can't really do nothing about those. That's just great defense.
it
Uh,
is.
yeah, but it's just crazy to see like with IU, Debo, McCaffrey, all healthy, bottled them up. I mean, they
You
were
know
some
what that
explosive.
you know what happened to them,
What's
to the
up?
49ers?
What's up?
They got 49ers.
Mmm.
That's what happened to them.
Mmm.
That's what happened to them.
Yeah. Came in with the
Yeah.
game plan.
Look,
They got pushed in the
look, how they said the Ravens pulled the them on them. Yeah,
right.
they
Gave him the
did.
spider.
They did to them what they normally do to people, especially at
Yep.
home.
Yep.
Yeah,
Came in, ran it good. Stopped them when they needed to. Yeah.
stop them, got turned
And
off.
made explosive plays down the field. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's a hard combination to beat.
for sure.
Yeah, good win by the Ravens, um, which I believe gave them playoff seeding as well.
Yeah,
Um, they tops in their division.
tops in the
Um,
conference too.
yeah, okay, and
Yeah,
then uh, which doesn't really hurt San Francisco. They still hold their cards in their own
still
hands.
number one. Yeah. They just got that.
Really?
They
Hmm?
just got that. They just got that. Uh,
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
this is a possible Super Bowl
I mean,
Super
really looking possible.
this is a possible Super
They'll be
Bowl right here.
that'll be fun too because they'll be want to sure up that rematch and show that was a fluke game or something.
Right. Oh yeah, that'd be a great game.
Um, Not really seeing too many other notables besides the Chiefs taking a nice L to the Raiders.
Hey,
Um,
I told a Baltimore fan today, one of my clients, he's a Baltimore fan. I said, hey bro, this is the year for
yeah.
somebody in the AFC. This is the
Hmm.
year why Mahomes having a bad year. They ain't got no receivers over there. This is
Yeah,
the year right here to try to go ahead and go get that Super Bowl, man. This is, I
because
think, in my opinion, this is Lamar's year to go ahead and go get him one. This year,
if
man.
you give Mahomes one more year to either A, turn one of those guys into a go-to receiver,
Right.
or get some chemistry, or get him a solid back or somebody they can depend on, any other type of weapon besides Kelsey, it's a wrap.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
So definitely got to be on the lookout for that, man. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a real interesting playoffs, dude. Um, right now, your playoff picture, uh, you're looking at Baltimore in San Francisco, Miami, Philadelphia, Detroit, and Dallas. Um, so they are already in the playoff teams and
Mm,
got a few more spots left.
mm,
Uh, yeah, man, we gonna see what it is. And then
yeah.
on that token, as Christmas comes around, that means basketball starting to heat up a little bit, um, just a tad.
I say around All Star, right after All Star break. That's what I say when they start heating up. But
Oh man, um, just go over the Christmas Day games. Um, Warriors have been on a little streak actually after losing Draymond, but they lost to Denver.
right.
Um, I've been on the standpoint of their season is done. Um, they need Draymond to make it work to me, so I don't think we're gonna be seeing too
Yeah.
much out of them. Celtics continue they roll because they've been on a hot ass tear for real. First start of the season, they win against the Lakers show, 126-115. Before you even say it, yeah, Bron didn't really play up to snuff. Um, looks like only had about 16 points, I believe. Yeah, 16 points,
Wait,
5
what
for
happened?
14. Anthony Davis, he was 16 points, 5 of 14 shooting, 37 minutes. Mr. James was on Christmas. Um, A. Davis actually did what he was supposed to do for once and led the charge, 15 to 26, 40 points, 13 rebounds. But at the end of the day, man, just too much Tatum. Porzingis has been crazy since being over there. I think that was a great pickup. Probably the trade of the season, or the off season. Um, Drew Holiday had a great game. Yeah, I mean that's a tough team. If they operating on all cylinders, not a lot you can do with the Celtics. Um, I don't really see an applicable fold for them besides Denver. If we just talking about coast to coast wise,
Right. Yeah.
what you think? Anybody
Denver
really
them down.
that is with them?
Denver, nah. I can't. I have to see it. I don't see anybody. I still got them coming out of the West.
I mean, who you think anybody can mess with the Celtics as far as matchup wise?
Uh, I think I believe once Milwaukee, give them a little more time. I
Okay,
think
still
they could
Jeff.
possibly. Yeah, yeah, of course. I think Milwaukee will be the threat to the Celtics for sure. Out of
Okay,
these. Mm,
yeah. Which the Bucks they lose on Christmas Day to the Knicks, 129-122. Knicks
right.
actually hold like the sixth place right now. Um, somebody asked me about it another day, and I'm just like, they'll impress me when they make it to the second round of playoff. That's because I ain't seen them go that far since Melo was there. So as when they
But
get to a second round playoff,
they went to the second round last year.
oh, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, well, if they get back to the second round, I'll be impressed again then,
Yeah.
because they ain't really done nothing like in a
Nah.
long time, long time. 76ers lose to the Heat, 119-113. Um, That's just what that is. I feel like both of those are going to be one of the top contenders in the East. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's like you're saying, going between Boston and Milwaukee.
Yeah, I
Um,
believe so.
Shout out to my boy Kelly Oubre Jr. for being back, man.
Easy.
Yay. My boy got messed up with a car accident. Somebody hit him. So
Yeah.
glad to see he's able to shake back from that, bro. That's some crazy, crazy work. Um,
Right.
and then of course we got the home squad. Dallas beat the Suns. Shoot, look like let me see, man. Dallas sitting at 18-12. They've been on a little roll. Okay, shout out. Um, yeah, man. We'll dive more into basketball as it gets more closer to All Star break. Um, where we at with it, man? Got
You got
the
the Niners 2000.
got the 90s 2000s, man. Wanted to go over the impact year. You
What's the
know,
impact?
I just wanted to kind of ask you, what did you feel like? What was one of the years from each decade that kind of just stood out to you the most, more impactful for you or your life? Or
In the 90s, I think for sure. I, I would say a year in my lifetime in the 90s that stood out. Probably, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to make sure. I got one in mind, but I'm trying to see if it was anything else.
take
Uh,
your time. We up there now. That's the 1900s, man. It's been a while.
right. That's crazy. Uh, I would say hmm, probably 96 when Pac died. Probably
Mm,
96 when Pac died for the 90s.
okay.
Uh, 2000s, I'm going to say, let's see. I'm gonna say '09. Yeah, I graduated from high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah.
Damn, I'm
Very.
showing my age like a motherfucker saying when I graduated and shit. And the crazy part about it is I was supposed to graduate '08. That was my original class, '08.
Mm,
Yeah,
man. And for everybody that's saying, "Oh man, I was just don't nobody want to hear that shit."
I don't care. Shit.
Look,
Young ass, nigga.
just listen.
Young ass.
Just sit down and listen. um, I don't remember exactly which year, but I know it was whatever year in the '90s. I was a kid for most of the '90s, so I ain't gonna hold myself too accountable for the. But yeah, man, them Burger King watches. Um, when I used to have them, man, them was we can mix that in with the Tales from the King, man. When the Burger King watches drop, man, with
Yeah,
the Bart or with the Simpsons, and you press it, and they used to talk and stuff.
right.
Hey,
I think I remember that.
it was hard. It was hard right there. Um, and then let me see, 2000s. I can't lie. Um, what was that? Was that 01 9/11 was?
'01. Yeah.
Man,
That might have been though. You're right. That's definitely a big one.
yeah.
That's
Um,
definitely a big one.
just because I ain't gonna lie, that was like one of the moments I feel like where it's like it made life be framed so real that like, okay,
Yes.
man,
Do you
shit
remember
is
not too
really,
long after that they had the anthrax scare?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
I
making
think
it
that's when
real
I really
bad.
started being more just like abreast of like real life issues and things that's kind of going on in the world.
Right.
And it was
That
like,
made me
whoa,
scared to take the mail, man. When that
man,
anthrax shit was going around. Then I think man, nigga looking in the mail like Nigga, mama always tell me, man, go check the mail, boy.
I was
Shit,
about to say that was one of my duties. Like,
right. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, man, like you got any powder substance in there? Like, look,
bro.
I'm real life scared though. I'm real life
No,
nervous, man.
man.
But man, I think around that time they had something where it was like they were saying they had like rust and the cokes. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah, it was some shit going on, right? Like not too long after the 9/11 thing. Like it was some shit.
No facts. Um, I ain't gonna lie. We probably be remiss if we didn't go with '08 too. Um, Seeing the first black president, that was kind of crazy.
That was
Um,
crazy.
that was
That
something I
was
ain't gonna lie. I didn't necessarily believe it was gonna happen until it happened, type of
me
thing.
neither. Me neither.
Um, well, I ain't gonna lie. A little piece of me when Jeezy dropped the song, I was like, okay, hold on.
You
It's
right. That's right though.
Michael.
When he said that, I was like, he must know something.
Look, I was like, wait a
But
minute, this
you know
jam
what's
too
crazy?
hard.
But you know what's crazy though, bro? Actually, I would say, yeah, and that's '09 though. That was, he got in '09. He got elected
Oh,
'08, but he inaugural, what they call it? Inaugural, whatever it is. His term started
sure, yeah,
in
yeah,
'09. It started in '09.
right.
So, bro, you know what's crazy? That was my first year voting. That was my first time voting. I voted for Obama. Yeah,
Wow, that's
that was
live.
my first time ever voting. Yeah, bro. So that was big. I remember I was working at McDonald's then. This is like my second job ever. I was working at McDonald's then, and at McDonald's, for those of you who have worked at McDonald's, y'all kind of know how it goes. You get a lot of free time at McDonald's. There's so many motherfucking people working. Like
Yeah,
you literally have. I think I used to tell y'all at Burger King, like you
right.
literally have niggas that would only drop buns.
Yeah,
You
I
you
remember
would
you telling me.
literally have niggas that would only drop like the
That's crazy.
nuggets, and crispy chickens in the grease, and sit them up there for the people on the table to put it on the sandwich. Like that's
That's
all you had to do. It was a nigga that literally only had to drop fries. Wouldn't even make them. Didn't have to make them. They just had to drop them and put them in the bin. That's it. So yeah, that's it. At McDonald's, they make the job super simple. Um,
man.
because they labor, McDonald's is constantly busy.
Oh
So
yeah,
the labor's never high. Normally, at least back then, the labor was really never high. So you would have somebody that would only cook the meat.
mm,
So we would have time to go back there and sit down and watch TV in the break room. And I remember going back and forth looking at the electoral votes and seeing how far along it was. I just can remember doing all of that. That's
dang,
pretty
that's
cool,
wild.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't get in on that first term, but I made sure that
Nah,
second term
man.
was easy. That was an easy first decision.
You
Yes.
caught the you caught the second one up.
Yeah. I turned 18 in 2011, so when 12 rolled
Okay.
around,
At 12. Yeah. Hey, look, go in there and ask him which one to push for Obama.
thank you.
Okay, big.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
man.
so
Yeah,
that I feel like that was solid right there, man.
nah, no
Uh,
doubt.
shout out, shout out to everybody, man. Hope y'all having a good holidays with the fam. Appreciate y'all for the support. Make sure you like it, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you're sharing. Um, Make sure you're getting your plan together if you ain't already. Make sure you're setting them goal boards for the new year. Um,
Man,
and
start now. Start now.
what he said,
Fuck, fuck,
he
fuck
said,
waiting on the New Year's resolution. Start right now.
what he said,
Start right now. What you waiting for?
right. Next thing
I'm
it'll
talking
be
about myself as well.
it'll be the middle of 2024 before we know it. We be like, man,
Damn,
the year went by fast.
where'd the year go? Yeah, that's start
Yeah,
now. Yep,
yeah.
start now.
Hey, keep dreaming. Don't sleep on your dreams. Keep chasing your dreams. Don't get tired. uh,
Oh,
make sure you, make sure you tapping in, man. Following us on all the socials. At Rich Dreams underscore apparel for the brand. The Rich Dreams Show Pod on Instagram, and the Rich Dreams Universe everywhere else. Make sure you following the Now Legacy Network, tapping in with all the great content and great shows that they got going over there. Um, Stay blessed. Um, Stay up. It's the Rich Dream Show. It's G. It's Smoke. Peace out.